Hey guys, this is Ludwig, and very excited to see you guys again. And finally, this awesome banner has finally arrived. And before we get into that, a reminder that today's mystery mission is to complete Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Plus 1 with 5-star characters or below. Alright, so for this banner, as you can see, they have very high regenerating power. However, their damage is towards the medium-low portion of 6 stars. That doesn't affect them from being still number 1 in their DPS in their respective elements. So again, for DPS units, it's good for whales. It's not that powerful for people who don't have the best equip for them. So this banner is actually not the best one to go for if you're just trying to fill out your Earth party, trying to fill up your Fire party, but for these characters, they're still pretty good. And then there are write-ups for these characters that are coming because it's an RC Scout, so wait for those. Right, and a touch on what crit damage buff does. At level 90, it's about 50% more critical damage. That's equivalent to a 10% increase in critical damage. That's almost equivalent to about 7% more overall damage in total. So it's not that effective, but it's a different buff compared to earlier buffs anyway, so there's something different, there's something with that can add on to your attack buff, zone buff, etc. Alright, so let's take a look at their animations. Alright, so first is Sinon, and then so bow regen is very powerful. You get about 140 MP from 6 arrows. So you only need like, I think it's 9 arrows in total to get like, 8 arrows to get 2 SS3s. Alright, and then so she goes behind, and then her engage range is very far. One very tiny thing I don't like is that she goes into like, I guess, medium melee range, so she doesn't stay ranged. But that's okay, she is still pretty good. And then REINN, so she's dual blade, and then usually dual blade characters are pretty OP. In this case, compared to Sinon, I don't really think so, because bow regen is still better than dual blade regen, I believe. And well, they're about the same actually, but dual blade has to go into melee range, and as you can see, she gets faster and faster upon hard combo. So again, one tiny thing I really don't like is she has to walk back to melee range to regenerate. But it's not a big problem, and then it seems like her animation might be able to dodge a lot of stuff. Well, first she goes behind, and then she also goes into the air as well. So overall, it's kind of a balanced banner, and then it adds a little bit of spice into the current meta. And again, the damage isn't that spectacular. Mainly, they have their very high regen power. That's what gives them more damage in the long run. But in the short run, and then currently, like ranking runs don't really regenerate at all. So in the short run, it's still like gonna be the banner units or like the new banners that would be better. Therefore, pull at your own risk. They're not actually that OP. And then I actually do like the direction where Bandai Namco is going with these units. So they're not that powerful at first sight, but maybe you'll see some usage for whale runs. And I guess one word on the weapon banner. The weapon banner isn't that powerful, or it's not recommended to pull actually, because first of all, fire dual blades, hopefully everyone has one already, because we had so many fire dual blades. Besides that, so the earth bow is the more exotic one. If you already have fire dual blade, it's recommended to just trade for the earth bow. Otherwise, you can just pull freely, but these two weapons are very exotic, so not that useful if you R5 them. And then the attack on the dual blade is also slightly low compared to the old one, so actually the older dual blades are better than this one. Right, and one final word, both of these can fake switch, so Sinon goes well with Strong Will Kirito. The REINN goes well with Tails Asuna, so basically these units can add a little more spice into, I guess, the current meta, and then they could have very different, and then they're just very different runs compared to our standard meta. So that's nice to see. And that's it for today. If you guys found this informative, please hit that like and see you next time.